Welcome back to Misfits and Tidbits.
If only I had to burp. I just ruined that.
The siren.
Oh yeah, also that ruined that.
No, that's okay. I just needed to crack this beer. All right.
Okay.
Welcome back. It's been a time
To be alive.
What a time to be alive. How are you doing today?
How am I doing today? It's been a very non-monumental day,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not bad. Got some stuff done. Felt productive. Worked out. Read. Did the stuff. Good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm in pain today. Been having pain issues.
Yeah, you have been.
Turn 30 and your whole body just starts hurting.
30.
God damn it. It was right there. I had it. I was almost there. I'm really upset that you said that before me.
We kind of said it at the same time.
It's the old age.
It's the old age. I'm not as fast and swift as I once was.
And I'm the fastest, swiftest, youngest person of all time.
Oh, that's true.
God damn it, we get it.
We get it, you're swift. Oh, we're talking about?
No, we're talking about the sirens. The sirens in the sea.
We get it. You have an emergency.
You're gonna be so loud about it.
Jesus. We have a podcast that we're filming here. Hey, I'm filming here.
So inconsiderate.
So inconsiderate.
Huh. All right. Well, if you're unfamiliar with our faces and voices, I'm Ethan, and this is Juneau.
Juneau.
And we're gonna host you through this wonderful trip down Alien Lane.
That's really what this podcast should have been
I've
called.
been told that this Alien Lane.
I said that last time. Whatever we said last time. Oh, Les Misfits was the one that I said that the podcast should have been called.
Mm-hmm.
But the podcast really should have been called Alien Lane.
Yeah.
Also, I always get nervous when I say something that we've said in the past because I'm like, oh, that's not out yet. But it will be out by the time this is out. Yeah. So whatever.
Speaking of things we've said in the past, and we were just talking about, I think we should start another podcast only about aliens, not called Alien Lane, but it's the always sometimes probably, what is it? Say it again.
Almost always probably aliens.
Almost always probably aliens.
Yes.
Where we just talk about things, and our conclusion is always that it's aliens.
This is gonna sound so dumb, and you might have to cut this. So you might have to cut this.
I'm not gonna cut this.
That's your cue.
I'm not gonna cut it.
I was thinking about starting a Twitch channel, a true crime Twitch channel. Called Fit for Murder. And every week or whatever, however often I do it, I pick out an outfit and I describe my outfit, and then I just go into a true crime case.
It's really good.
Fit for Murder.
I'm only gonna cut that because someone's gonna steal that idea.
That's exactly why I was gonna say I might want you to cut it. But
TM.
TM. But yeah. Anyway, I'm shaking a lot and Ethan's getting freaked out, so I'm gonna
it makes me anxious.
So in case you are new here, like Ethan said, that's who we are, but we are here to deliver a bunch of nonsense to you. Should hopefully make sense by the time we're finished with the episode. We have a lot of curiosities and things that we would like to know more about, so we do research on them, and then we tell you all about them. And hopefully you think it's funny and interesting, and you want to come back next week and the week after and the week after until the very second that your first son is born, and then you'll probably take a couple weeks off because you have to take care of your son, and then you'll come right back.
For all of you listeners, new and old, even your newly born sons, if you are listening and or watching, please go to Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star rating and review. Let us know what you think. Even go to YouTube, watch our YouTube videos, and leave us some comments. Engage in the conversation around whatever this week's alien topic is, and next week's alien topic.
We're at least going to mention aliens for the next few weeks, or at least we did in the past few weeks.
I'm going to mention aliens every single time, and Marvel.
was just gonna say you're gonna mention Marvel over fucking Marvel.
Oh, you like Marvel, so like, what are you complaining about?
I don't love Marvel.
So,
Like, I don't think it's necessary for us to bring it up all the time.
I don't. It's a reference. I don't bring it up just out of nowhere.
No, I really think that you put like in your brain, you're like, as soon as I say the topic, you're like, where can I fit Marvel into this?
I don't know what you're gonna say ever. You just say things that pertain to Marvel references.
Oh, you're saying I'm not predictable?
No,
I'm not?
no.
Fuck yeah. That's really nice. Predictable people are boring, and I like to not be predictable. Like, I like to keep things interesting and not be like, boo,
I mean, I can't
but
predict anything anybody's gonna say ever.
You kind of can. We can at least predict what we're going to say, and it ends up being the same thing
But that's
a lot of the time.
Yeah, but that's different than like, I don't know what your research is. I don't know I don't know what you're gonna say. But when a reference happens, it's not because I know what you're gonna say. It's just like something triggers. It sparks something in my brain, and it's Marvel's always on my brain, so it always is the first reference that comes to mind.
On a count of three, think of or say out loud what you're thinking.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
But-
Tuna salad.
Damn it. Close. Basically the same thing. They smell the same.
Gross. If your ass smells like tuna salad, I think you should go to a doctor.
If your tuna salad smells like ass,
I think you should go to a doctor.
I think you should eat that ass. Anyway,
Did you know that with
no, you're Juneau.
Oh, nice. Did you know that with COVID, when you lose your scent and stuff, you can get this like secondary, not like it's not a disease, but it's just like dysfunction of your
Superpower?
Where everything smells like rotten eggs. And instead of getting your scent back.
So not a superpower.
No.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Good news for Sergio. He just can't smell anything.
It's true.
He hasn't been able to smell for a long time.
For why?
He's broken.
I'm broken.
That's so
My
weird.
nose has been like stopped since I was a kid.
My friend Henry also has that same thing. He like always talks about going to get his nose fixed. I mean, not like, just so he could smell, but literally he just like couldn't smell.
I feel like that is being fixed. Like when you get
Yeah. I mean, that seems like
it's a pretty, basic function for your nose to have.
a central function.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, I would consider that being fixed.
Yes. Yeah. So
He's also colorblind, so I mean, he's all over the place.
Sergio, not
Yeah,
Henry.
no, Sergio. Yeah.
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 My wrist makes a noise too when I move it in a weird way. There's more, but
Yeah. I mean, there's more. I'm also broken in many other ways, but let's not go into it.
He also was dropped on his head as a kid and has 6 toes. So
I dropped him.
do I have 6 toes because I was dropped on that?
those
Yeah.
are independent, but yes, let's just say yes.
I've been looking for answers my whole life.
Oh.
Anyway,
That's it. Anyway.
so that's not all we talk about here. We talk about cool things too.
Yeah, like aliens.
And we don't talk about things that like you would learn in school necessarily. Like we'll talk a lot about true crime, and we'll talk a lot about like paranormal things, and we'll talk a lot about things that they don't teach you in school that they probably should, or that they should talk more about. So if you're nervous that you're just going to be sitting through a bunch of classroom lectures when you listen to this podcast, we have good news for you. That's not what this is. We
Clearly, I mean, if you made it this far in this episode,
a lot more fuck words than a usual classroom.
they need more fucks in school, not like more like.
I think that they do. I think that kids could stand to give more fucks.
Well, yeah, that too. I meant like not more, people I consider a fuck.
Oh,
We don't need more
gotcha.
fucks in school, but we need
Got it.
more of the word fuck in
Yes,
school. I'd pay attention a lot more if they were just saying fuck all the
me
time.
too. They were just fucking all the time.
Also, if they were fucking all the time, I'd probably pay attention.
I don't think I would.
I would. Anyway,
2 types of people in the world.
and they're right here in front of you. What are you going to say?
1
2.
and Junie Toonie.
1 and Junie Tooney.
Okay.
Okay. What are we doing?
All right. So the topic for this week is conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
And it's a top 7.
Another 7.
Listen, it wasn't supposed to be a 7, but it just turned out to be 7.
Top
Mm.
7 aliens.
Yes, the top 7 aliens of all
I'm
time.
going to call that aliens. It was aliens that made it 7 again.
It is.
Yeah.
It's literally the very last one is just aliens.
In general?
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking for 6 years. I mean, there's a whole show called Ancient Aliens that has been going forever.
What about modern aliens?
When are we doing the dwarves?
Oh, the 7 dwarves.
I was like, what are we
The top 7 dwarves of all time. Hobbits don't count. Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, it's conspiracy?
Yes.
The whole wait. You haven't given me the topic, right?
No.
Okay.
I've given you the category, I guess.
The category is I was like, is it just conspiracy in general and aliens? All right, give me the topic. Hit me with it.
I can't.
What?
Hold on.
Oh, you're chewing. This is Junie's chewing hour, where Junie chews and I choose to say these words because I don't know what else to talk about.
Perfect.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, in theory, boba is not the best drink for a podcast, but I'm not going to not do it because they get their fun drinks and I need my fun drink. And this is like my favorite thing of all time. So what are you going to do?
Sit here and listen to Junie's chewing hour.
Chewy.
Junie chewy hour.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about the Denver International Airport conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to my very good friend Alex, who recommended this. I was like, this week I had a lot going on and I was really busy at work and I just like did not have it in me to like sit down and do something like historical or something that really required me to like give it 3 days and my full attention. So I was like, man, I can't think of anything. And he's like, worst comes to worst, you can just always do DIA conspiracy theories. And I was like, how have I never thought about that? So
yeah, I love everything surrounding that airport.
Yes, so I give you some, not like history, but I give you some facts about DIA to get you a little bit acquainted with it. And then I jump into the conspiracy theories, which there are 7.
Are you going to mention the construction stuff that they put up in the airport at one point?
I don't think so.
Like, when airports like have like storefronts or whatever under construction, like parts, they'll have like just like it'd be like a wall and usually like put like an advertisement or whatever on it. I
have one of those. Are you talking about like DIA feeding into the conspiracy theories? Yeah. Okay. I have one of those, but yes, I can talk more about that. That's for sure.
Just wondering if you had it.
I do talk a lot about how DIA has capitalized on this. So
fantastic.
So this might be a little bit of a shorter episode, although the conspiracy theories have some dense information. I didn't have like as much noted as I usually do, so it might be a little bit short, but definitely interesting, definitely exciting, and I was super excited to jump in. So you ready?
Let's jump in.
Cool. My sources this week are the Denver Post, Wikipedia, Thrillist, Travel and Leisure, and Uncover Colorado. Okay, so Denver International Airport is the largest airport in North America by land area and the second largest in the world. I didn't know that. That fucked me up because I grew up in Colorado. I didn't know we had the fucking second largest airport in the world.
And I mean, you wouldn't think it's that big because it's out in the middle of nowhere. So like
it is, yeah.
It looks like it's just this little part of, land in this massive sea of land.
And like, I don't know if anybody's ever been there. I don't know if you have been there, but if you haven't, like when I was growing up as a kid, whenever we would go to the airport to like pick up, I was going to say treasure. What are they called? Family members. What are they called?
Not treasure.
Nope.
What are you talking about?
What are family members called?
Mom, dad, sister, brother, cousins.
I have. You said you went from treasure to family members.
I know. There's another word for like family members, though. It's not coming to me. No, I can't find it. Anyway, when you go to the airport to pick up family members and stuff for like holidays, or like I went on my first airplane when I was 8, but whenever. Relatives! That's the fucking word I was looking for. Relatives. Thank you.
All right.
It's been a long week. I told you that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, what I was saying is the airport has like a white pointed roof. It just like is a very many points. It looks like circus tents, basically, just like a bunch of tents all together. And it is really fucking huge. And it even has like an underground underground like tram station thing. So I know that other airports have tram systems, but like in LAX, when you get dropped off, you're dropped off basically right in front of your terminal. Whereas when you go to DIA, you go to security, and then you have to take an underground like subway train thing to your actual like concourse, which there's concourses A, B, and C. And then once you get to your concourse, then you have to find your terminal. So it's like a lot of travel within the airport just to get to where you need to be. Whereas like,
to be fair, LAX is a trash airport with trash design.
I so strongly disagree. I think it's like the airport sucks to get to and leave from. But when you're dropped off there, it's like you're just dropped off instantly at your gate. And it's so nice.
That's true.
Whereas with DIA, it's like you have to figure so much shit out just to get to where you need to be that you're like, I'm going to fuck one part of this up. I'm going to go to A when I should have been at C. Then I'm going to go to B when I should have been at C. And then I'm finally going to make it to C and not be able to find my gate. Like, it's a lot. So it is a pretty big airport was all I was trying to say.
It is very large. I just don't think it's as complicated. Like, it's all of fucking signs, people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've never gotten lost in there, but still, I can see how some people can.
I see how some people get lost anywhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
People are dumb.
Yeah, like our fucking Postmates drivers, when we give them literally step-by-step instructions on how to get here, park, get in the building, and come up to our door. Anyway, it is the second largest airport in the world behind King Fahd International Airport in Dammam, Saudi Arabia.
King what?
King Fahd, F-A-H-D.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's also an international airport. So I have a quote here from DIA's website that says, Denver International Airport is the 20th busiest airport in the world and the 5th busiest airport in the United States. With 69 million passengers traveling through the airport in 2019, Denver, like DEN, Denver Airport, is one of the busiest airline hubs in the world's largest aviation market. DEN is the primary economic engine for the state of Colorado, generating more than $33.5 billion for the region annually.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I guess I never really thought about how much an airport does for like
the economy.
The economy of like that.
Also, with over 35,000 employees, the airport is the largest employer in Colorado.
Makes sense. It's a big fucking place.
Yes. And it is.
How many of those employees are aliens?
All of them. Actually, half of our aliens, half are lizard people. Okay. Anyway.
Which are also aliens.
The airport is located on the western ridge of the Great Plains and within sight of the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains. So it's literally like you got your mountains here, you got your Denver like here, and then you have your fucking DIA way in the middle of fucking nowhere, just in the plains, like right almost to get into the border to fucking Kansas. In the middle of nowhere. Again, I'm going to specify. It's awful. And like the only people that live out there are the people that work at the fucking airport. And then if you do work out there or live out there and you have to like drive into the city for like work and stuff, it's the worst. I don't understand why it's like in the middle of nowhere and why it's called Denver when it's not even like in Denver.
I mean, it has direct access. The train goes directly to Denver.
Now it does. It didn't always. Train is new. Anyway, so we have, quote, we have a CEO, Kim Day, who really embraces the conspiracy ideas, said Heath Montgomery, who we are going to talk about several times within this. So whenever I mention Montgomery, it's this Heath Montgomery fella. Mm-hmm. He's the senior public information officer for DIA. And he went on to say, we decided a few years ago that rather than fight all of this and try and convince everybody that there's nothing really going on, let's have some fun with it.
Just hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or fucking get naked in plain sight. They were fucking like flailing that shit around. They're really into it.
Well, yeah, but that's the point of hiding in plain sight. You play into it, so like it's right there. It's right in front of you. You think that's all of it, but it's not all of it. There's still stuff behind, but you don't notice it because it blends in so well.
I guess I kind of see what you're saying.
Like hiding in plain sight is like doesn't mean like being.
No, hiding in plain sight doesn't mean being out in the open. It means like if someone's looking for a book, you hide it in a bookshelf.
Yeah.
If someone's looking for
Plain sight. Plain sight is the open.
It's like you hide it naturally, not fucking put a red flag on it.
Well, yeah, but in that is Denver Airport's natural like habitat because all these conspiracies
Hiding
around
it in plain sight would mean not taking things down for DIA. What they're doing is putting up billboards that say, "We have aliens here," which is not plain sight.
Yeah.
No. If you think that's plain sight, leave a comment in the section below. If I'm right,
like by playing into it, they ease the tension of like all the all the eyes on them,
which I just don't think fits that saying.
It's fair.
That's it. I 100% agree with what you're saying, and it's so fucking funny that they do that.
We're spending a lot of time on this.
Anyway, most of the theories are so laughable and easily disproved that DIA is happy to weaponize them as marketing tools, which was a quote from the Denver Post article that I read. So, let's dive into the 7 conspiracy theories of the Denver International Airport. We're going to start with secret societies. This, my dear friend, is a plaque that I'm going to tell you a lot about.
Yeah, it's right before my birthday, but like not my birthday. But like my birthday.
Yeah.
Cool.
24.
It's turning 3.
Turning 3. Oh, 91. You're right. You're right. What'd I do? Can I do this? No, I can't. Okay. Hold on.
I almost always probably am.
Nice. Do this and do. Okay.
What's going on?
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
So, the secret society conspiracy says that Freemasons, a centuries-old secret society, has controlled the airport since it opened.
It has.
Freemasonry, in case you don't know, describes itself as, quote, a beautiful system of morality veiled in allegory and illustrated by symbols. Oh, and also no girls allowed.
I'm out.
It's a fraternity, and it's a very exclusive fraternity, and they have a lot of money. I'm out. My stepdad, when I was growing up, was a Freemason. He's the reason why I have USAA. Anyway.
Sick.
So sick. I don't know. People always freak out when I say that he's a Freemason because they're like, did he have a lot of money? And I'm like, I mean, we had a nice house. Anyway, the reason...
I just love the fact that it's like, he's the reason I have USAA. It's like...
It's nice. That's the only perk that I got. It's like he didn't... I don't know if he had a lot of money, but I did get left with one perk from that marriage.
Cool.
The reason people think that Freemasons have run the airport is because there's a dedication plaque, the plaque that you just saw, at the airport's south entrance, dated March 14th, 1994, which contains a time capsule and bears the symbol of the Freemasons, as well as a reference to the New World Airport Commission. So nobody knows what's in the time capsule. That's what one source said. It said, but there are many theories abound pertaining to the secrets or clues that might be locked underneath.
Aliens.
Which that was from Uncover, Colorado. But then the Denver Post said the time capsule to be opened in 2094 contains coins, a signed opening day ball from Coors Field, Mayor Wellington Webb's sneakers, and a few Black Hawk Casino tokens, among other items, which Black Hawk Casino is in like Black Hawk, Colorado, which is the gambling town of Colorado.
What are the other items?
I know, yeah. And also
that's
the most normal shit that you could like
it's all cloaking. They're like, it's all just this normal stuff and then other stuff. Like it's like on food packaging when it's like and other flavors or like
right, exactly.
and natural flavors. It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
What am I eating?
And other artificial flavors, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
So strange markings have also been noted around the airport, which are supposedly secret or alien language, which is a conspiracy because the strange markings are actually Navajo language characters and they are references to other airport artists.
Got it.
I have a quote here that says, the capstone was part of the pre-opening festivities. That's from Montgomery. He says, it's a time capsule that's sealed with 2 pieces of granite that the Masons made. Unfortunately, people connect the Freemasons with the Illuminati and secret societies and all of that stuff. We do have 2 Masonic symbols on here because the Masons actually made it for us. It's not uncommon to have the Masons to be a part of a large public facility opening like an airport.
I don't buy it.
Yeah. So, it also says, the theory also says, that the airport has ties to the New World Order, because if you can remember on the plaque itself, it said that there was a reference to the New World Airport Commission.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what the New World Order is...
Sorry, do you want to stop for this siren?
Yes.
It's very distracting.
Sorry.
We get it. Emergency.
So, it also says that the airport has ties
Can you
to
repeat that last part?
New World Order. That's what I was doing.
Got it. I did. Yeah. Thank you.
It also says that the airport has ties to the New World Order because if you remember, the plaque that is there with the Freemason symbol also has a reference to the New World Airport Commission, which those 2 things don't have any association, but people make them have an association because they both have New World in it. But if you don't know what the New World Order is, as I didn't, it's a conspiracy theory which hypothesizes a secretly emerging totalitarian world government and supposedly has ties to Nazism.
Checks out.
The theory even goes as far as to say that the airport's runways are built to resemble a swastika from above. Which people are like, yeah, if you close one eye and tilt your head to the right and then dim the lighting, it kind of looks like a swastika. But then some people are like, no, that's definitely a swastika.
You have a picture of that?
No.
I feel like it's one of those you see what you want to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to look up a picture of that. I'm going to put it right here.
You said that last time in one of our episodes. You didn't do it.
What was it for?
It was for Heaven's Gate.
Uh-huh.
And it was for something. I don't remember. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was for the hotels. And you said you were going to show the inside of, I think, the Georgian or Knickerbocker, one of the hotels. You're like, I really want to see what that looks like on the inside. I'm going to look it up and put it right here. And then I was like, it's beautiful. And then you didn't.
That's the episode we just edited.
No, it's not.
Haunted Hotels?
It is?
Yeah, it's the next It's the next episode. That's the one that just came out last week, according to this podcast.
Oh. What am I thinking of then?
I have no idea.
There's one
Clearly, I don't know because I didn't put the image
There's
there.
one that you did that
That checks
had
out.
to have been Heaven's Gate then, I guess.
Probably. But, I follow the notes and then I put images where the notes are while I'm editing, so.
I'm just dumb. So Montgomery,
you could always amend the notes after if you know there's a spot, and then or while we're talking, just put it in there. Beep 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 boop beep up beep boop 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 boop. Put this.
All right. Wait, I got this.
Yeah, highlight it or something. That's my name.
Ethan.
Ethan.
There you go.
It's illegible, but I will see it.
So, Montgomery continues that the other thing that doesn't help us is that the inscription on the stone says New World Airport Commission. And people rightly say that that doesn't exist. Well, that's because it doesn't exist. But it did exist in 1994. It was a group that was celebrating the opening of the airport. It's written a little wonky. It's supposed to read the New World or the New, World Airport Commission. It doesn't help because it says New World right there. So what this is saying is that the New World Airport Commission doesn't exist.
Yeah.
People are like, if you look it up, it doesn't exist.
Because it used to exist. It doesn't exist now.
But they're saying because it doesn't exist, they're like, but it doesn't exist, so it has to mean New World.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever the conspiracy theory is called.
The
New World Order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. The fuck is that?
Dude, I had a really
Vuvuzela?
spicy burger. Please.
Did someone win a soccer game or something?
Oh my god.
Of course this would happen.
What I was gonna say is that the excuse of like the comma, it seems like a very easy out.
Also, the new World Airport Commission.
It's the brand new, like that's not even like it wouldn't.
No.
It wouldn't even be.
That wouldn't be grammatically correct. Anyway,
Yeah. Sus.
so, yeah.
Sus.
In 2007, 3 years before his death, Charles Ansbacher, the New World Airport Commission's chairman, attempted to explain the commission's moniker in an interview with Westworld, which is a local newspaper. It's like a local like pop culture newspaper.
Got it.
Westward, not Westworld. That's a TV show.
I was like, so weird.
Westward.
So
So
it's not aliens, it's robots.
he couldn't remember exactly why it was named something that, for many, conjures an image of an authoritarian elitist takeover, but he suspected it was a dual reference, both to DIA being the newest airport in the world and to Dvorak's Symphony No. 9, popularly known as the New World Symphony.
Isn't every new airport the newest airport in the world?
At one point.
At the point that it's the new airport, isn't that the new?
Yeah.
These people are full of shit.
Yeah.
They're hiding something. And I don't like it.
Anyway, did I ever tell you this one time when I was the youngest person in the world?
Honestly, you're probably tied for that.
Do you
Like-
think to the millisecond?
Probably. I mean, how many babies are born per?
Millisecond.
I don't think it's like more than 2 per millisecond.
But the odds,
That would
I feel like
be
the odds are pretty high.
Insane. That's a lot of fucking babies. That's a lot of non-fucking babies.
Well, I mean, I don't think every like
Lots of
millisecond.
celibate babies.
I would hope so. I don't think to the millisecond, like babies are being born every like millisecond, but the odds, like I feel like it's close enough where the odds of you being born on that day at that time, it's probably pretty close.
Never mind, you're way right. I just on Google 4.3 births per second. That's wild.
Yeah, so there's a likelihood that you are born at the same time as somebody else, which would mean you'd be the youngest person on Earth for like a fucking millisecond.
I'll take it.
For like 25 milliseconds.
Yeah.
So was I wrong?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
So,
Anyway.
my last quote here is from Ansbacher himself,
Mm-hmm.
who said, "The idea that there's anything secretive about this is totally preposterous."
Sounds like something somebody with a lot of secrets would say.
I
Hi.
need to take a wee break.
So do I.
But good news is we're at the end of our first conspiracy. So when we come back, we will lead in with Illuminati headquarters.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's on the moon, isn't it?
In DIA.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. We'll catch you in a second.
Planes fly to the moon. Go to hell.
I think I go too early, but it's fine.
It's okay. We'll line it up. Or-
Light it up.
The rest of the video will be out of sync, and you know what? Deal with it, suckers.
Or the rest of the video will be out.
You know, while I was peeing, while I was weeing. Sorry for our children listeners. I was weeing, not peeing. There was a joke there somewhere in the hidden in plain sight.
Nice.
Are you-
Yeah.
This airport, there's planes.
Was that the joke you were making to begin with?
No.
Okay.
I just don't know. It didn't. And I was peeing. I was like, "Damn it! There's a joke there somewhere. I don't know what it is, but there was definitely a golden opportunity
I
for."
thought you meant like a penis was hiding in plain sight. You couldn't see it. So small.
Nice.
That's what I thought you were going with that.
There's a joke here.
I was like, dude, self roast?
Really?
I was confused. I'm like, you self roasting over here? What's up?
I'm gonna crack this beer, and I'm mad at you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That was a silent.
That was good.
You know, cheers. Cheers for the people.
Cheers.
Ah, okay.
Everyone log on to YouTube to Ethan's going to prove us wrong. Prove this joke wrong.
I'm gonna
Or else your dick's a joke.
Oh my
I'm okay
god.
with that. I know what I'm about.
Okay, so. Oh.
Let's go to
I have
the
another
moon.
editing note. I won't say it on here.
What is your editing note?
That you should play the hold music on Spotify or like on like the audio.
What do you mean?
Like when we do our wee breaks or whatever, you should put the hold music there. So you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You don't?
Yes, I do. I absolutely do.
Both of the notes that I've had for him, he's like, they're not, it's not right. That's not
I
true.
export the audio and video at the same time. One's just audio, one's video. I export them both and upload one to...
One of the episodes I listened to, it just kind of cut to the next one. Or maybe you just missed one. I don't know. But
I don't know. I definitely do that.
I might just be crazy.
I think both of those notes you've caught like instances where like it was just like an error, like I messed up or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, you need to do that throughout every episode. You don't do that. I'm like,
I do.
I think you caught the one time I fucked it up. I definitely do that.
That's like the one that like stays in your mind. Just
Yeah.
remember that.
You noticed it because it was different, because it always happens. And the one time it didn't happen, you were like,
What the
that's,
fool?
you're like, that's wrong.
Yeah.
He must never do that.
Yeah. Okay. So
Let's get into the Illuminati headquarters on the moon.
the Illuminati Hotties.
Ooh, good band.
Good, great band. Okay, so one of the main reasons why this conspiracy theory has so much staying power, that's a copy and paste.
So much skin in the game.
Yes, is
One would say.
because the airport was much more expensive than it was originally projected. So
Ooh,
how is the airport completed?
aliens.
Conspiracy
money.
theorists point to Illuminati money, which some people believe was used to finish DIA's construction in exchange for the secret society using the property.
Mm-hmm.
According to the DIA website, rumors say that the first few buildings on the property were not built properly, but instead of demolishing them, the airport simply buried them and built more buildings on top, giving the Illuminati its own underground lair.
I heard that before.
How do you go about burying a building?
Bearing?
Burying.
Is that what you said, or they just like
gotcha,
built
gotcha.
on top of
Burying. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I built on top is what it says, but that's basically what they'd have to have done, right? Just buried it.
I think you said like, I don't know, you said bearing, and I just pictured them like adding bears to a building.
Throwing some bears on that shit.
We bared that shit
If
up.
I see a bunch of bears, I'm not going towards it. To be fair,
They're like, how do we demolish this building?
bears.
A bunch of bears
Bears.
in it.
So,
Yeah. So yeah, go into how they buried the building.
according to the AA website, the first few buildings on the property were not built properly, but instead of demolishing them, the airport simply buried them and built more buildings on top.
Yeah, how do you bury a building?
You just dig a big ass hole and just push it in.
I'm very confused.
That's what rumors say. DIA did not corroborate. They didn't
Okay, so
confirm this. They just said rumors say that.
I guess what they could have done is because like a lot of time when they build large buildings, they will dig down to build like the lower levels up. Maybe they built those
Like the
and were
foundation and just the infrastructure.
yeah, and then maybe they were just like, "Oh, that's fucked up. Let's just build something on top of like bury that. Pretend we never did it. Let's keep going." Maybe
Yeah.
they did that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
I'm not a building scientist. I don't know.
that's all I have for this. So
That's all.
yeah, that's all I have for the
We
Illuminati.
didn't even
stuff.
talk about the moon.
Oh, that's all. That's the end of the episode. Sorry.
Damn it.
I'm still laughing about building scientists.
All right. What's next?
One time when he was making me a drink or something, he was like, I don't know, I'm not a bar doctor.
I mean, the fact stands. I am not a bar doctor.
I don't think anyone is.
All right, so let's
Including
look at
me.
these handsome devils.
Ooh. It's like a gargoyle, but he's in a. Oh, we're talking about gargoyles. We're literally that's the title of this section.
The gargoyles.
Yeah, he's sitting in a suitcase.
So
Did you ever watch the cartoon Gargoyles?
That sounds hella familiar.
It was a really good show.
Was it just cartoon gargoyles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came to life.
Yeah.
It was really like, I don't know. I liked the vibe and the color of it. It was really like, dark.
Hell yes. I do remember that.
Good stuff.
So I go into why they're on suitcases and everything in here. So we'll get into it.
Okay.
To some of the conspiracy theorists, this is a harbinger of something evil or nefarious, Montgomery says, but it's not. It's just a fun piece of art. The gargoyles themselves were sculpted by artist Terry Allen. Quote, I was invited to make a proposal. This was when Stapleton was still open, the old airport, Allen said to a reporter, Colin St. John of Thrillist. So that was the artist. He was just like, I was asked to make a proposal. So he said, quote, we all met there, and I remember there was a committee that included airport people, art people, even a nun. Right off, there was a religious aspect to it. He says that he started thinking about what airports and baggage claims actually are. And he said, quote, it might have been that nun that made me think these are like cathedrals. And in that, he was referring to the massive failure that was DIA's state-of-the-art baggage system, which frequently misplaces luggage if you're lucky and shreds it if you aren't.
Did they really destroy luggage?
It said that all in the past tense, so let's just hope not.
Got it. If you don't go, aren't gargoyles, aren't they like protection?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, quote, the cathedral thing made me start thinking about gargoyles. The idea was to put the gargoyles in a suitcase and have them looming over the baggage claim as protectors, just like they were used in churches. I did one for domestic, and then I did one for international, which was pretty much lifted right off an image of Notre Dame. And that sealed the title for me, Notre Denver.
That sounded so scripted that I asked that question, and then you immediately gave me the information,
really did.
it's written down. I was just like, wow, I could have waited 10 seconds, and you would have given me that information.
So when St. John asked Allen if he intended anything to be evil, he swiftly denied it and said, it's actually the opposite. They're protectors. Gargoyles are good demons. They face out from the church to keep the bad demons out. If I was being malicious, I could have done a lot more than what I did.
I like that.
Yeah. So nonetheless, people started to read into the gargoyles. So there's a quote here that says, people would reach up into the suitcases and put cards that said things like effigies of Satan or you're going to hell. And they put Bibles with stuff marked in them and all of these bizarre religious fanatic remarks about the gargoyles.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah. People would
Oh, I would
cleanse
I would
them.
love to be like, I would love my job to be just picking the shit out of those statues.
Yeah. Picking the shit out of them.
Just picking the shit out of them. I picked that one and that one.
Shouldn't those people know what gargoyles actually stand for?
Right, the religious fanatics should know that they were used.
No, have you learned nothing about religious fanatics?
It's like Trump supporters. They don't actually read the literature. They don't actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So, in reality, they have historically been used as decorative yet functional downspouts, and in general, as long-time symbols of protection to ward off evil spirits. So in DIA's case, in DIA's suitcase, if you will,
Nice.
They're playfully popping out of an open suitcase on pillars.
Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah.
I like them.
They're hella cute. So
Yeah.
I was going to say sweet, and then I was going to say cute, and it was going to come out swoot. But
Swoot. Don't settle for substitutes. Or was it settle?
substitutes, sweatle for swapstitutes.
Settle for substitutes. That's what it is.
Okay, we're ready to dive into the next one.
You had a lot more about gargoyles than you did about the Illuminati headquarters, which is just so funny. That theory is so much more like
Fleshed out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just there's so much more to that one.
Yeah. So this is our handy dandy best friend, Lucifer.
Lucifer. It's a cute ass name.
Yes. So this is the demonic horse of the Denver International Airport.
Repeat that.
This is the demonic horse of the Denver International Airport.
Just wanted the listeners to be clear on what you just said.
Oh, got it. So the nun who may have inspired Alan's creation is Lydia Pena. So when he was saying that he went to this committee meeting and there was a nun there, there's this sister of Loretto whose long career teaching in art history finally led her to gigs like serving on the architectural design committee for the airport. quote, I got to know Luis Jimenez. He had a great personality, says Pena of the sculptor behind the Blue Mustang. The 32-foot horse with vibrant, gleaming red-orange eyes that greets travelers and causes some to have on-the-ground panic attacks, usually reserved for DIA's notorious turbulence.
That's stressful.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It is it's huge, first of all, and it's horrifying to look at.
So he's
I know, horsifying.
Yeah,
Yes, I knew you were going there.
All right, thank you.
So the Blue Mustang, also known as Blucifer.
32 feet is so large.
Yes. Yeah, he's a 32-foot fiberglass sculpture by artist Luis Jimenez, located on Pena Boulevard, as you're going into, like, driving up to the airport.
Pena Boulevard, is that named?
No.
I was like, is that named after the nun?
I know, yeah. So basically,
That was a very pretty name, by the way.
You know, like the Lydia Pena?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
I like
pretty.
that name.
You know the big LAX sign, the like infamous LAX sign when you're going to LAX? The Blue Mustang is that for Denver. So like when you're driving up, that's what you see. It was inspired by sculptor Mesteño at the University of Oklahoma, but sinister events surrounding the sculpture have fueled conspiracy theories for years. This piece was commissioned by Pena's committee in the mid-90s, but Jimenez was still working on it June 13th, 2006, when a piece of the sculpture fell and severed an artery in his leg. The horse that killed its maker was finished by his estate and unveiled on February 11th,
Wait, it
2008.
killed him?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, this is like it's so funny because this is all Denver lore. Like everybody knows this in Denver.
Wait, a piece fell off and cut an artery in his leg?
And he bled out. This demonic horse.
Fucked up.
Yeah. So yeah, in case you didn't think this horse was sinister enough, it literally killed its maker.
I didn't think it was sinister at all.
Well, now you have some reason for thinking so.
Yeah.
So since then, people have been concocting all sorts of wild theories about the horse's purpose. Because of its intense glare and imposing stature, the horse is a favorite target of crackpot theories, including the idea that it'll provide transportation for one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
It's fair. I feel like I've never actually, like, where is it? Like, if we're going to the airport, where is it?
So I don't know if you remember, but they put in these like sculptures that they go like this, and it's just like literally it's basically like waves, and then it's on a median. So there's just like grass in the middle, and then surrounding it is things that go like this, and then it's basically like right at the pinnacle of that, and then it splits off.
So you have to be driving to the airport,
yes,
though, which I never do.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I think I may have like been in the vicinity of it, like to see it a couple of times, but I feel like I've never actually looked at it because I'm not thinking about it like when I'm there.
Yeah, you pass it in and out like while you're going in and when you're coming out, but it's not as easy to see when you're coming out. So like when you're going in is when you can see it, and you can see it like
definitely it's been like there, but
100%.
I've never actually like looked at it.
Yeah,
I've only seen pictures of it.
So the red eyes in the Mustang sculpture are in homage to the artist's father, who worked on neon signs, which is really cute, and I love that. But it said hindsight 2020 because it really could have been any color of neon, said Heather Kaufman, the director of arts and public events for DIA. So it could have been like neon green or blue or whatever, but they went with red.
Really could have worked in neon anywhere else but the eyes.
Yeah. And why are they red, dude? Yeah. Why are they red? Like, make them orange, if anything. The fucking horse is blue. Make them Broncos colors.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what I was thinking. Like, also, like, why is the horse fucking blue?
I know.
It's like less.
Also, why is it a Mustang and not a Bronco?
I don't know the difference. I'm not a horse doctor.
Me neither.
But it's honestly less sinister to me because it's blue. Like, I think that's why I don't look at it and see like something. The eyes are red.
Yeah.
But it's a blue horse.
I have a quote from Pena that says, he wasn't a mystery. He wanted a piece that was mysterious, and it is mysterious. So from my perspective, Luis Jimenez accomplished what he set out to do.
Well,
rest in peace.
R.I.P. But so you said somebody else finished.
His estate did.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, I think it's like successors, whether in business or family.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So that's the horse.
It is the horse.
Now we'll dive into the artwork.
The artwork.
So this is what it looks like,
Ooh.
which it's really intense. And I'm not going to go into like the nitty gritty of it, but I'll tell you about all of it.
Yeah. It's a lot to like.
Very busy.
Yeah. So when you're there, if you have a chance to ever like sit in front of the artwork, there's so much to digest and unpack. But there's a lot going on in all of them, and not a lot of it's good.
You want to know what it makes me think of?
It's a lot of bad.
Makes me think of the
Parks and Rec.
yes, I was gonna say
the Pawnee stuff. With all the very horrific.
Yes.
Was it genocidal
Yeah.
murals in,
Yes.
in the city building? Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what that makes me think of.
It's exactly what it makes me think of too.
So for all public projects in the city of Denver, 1% of the budget for each project has been allocated toward public art to be put on display there. Does that make sense?
Probably to somebody who was.
So for
fully
all
listening.
public projects, yeah, the one person who's supposed to be fully listening was not listening.
I was thinking of the murals, and then you started talking, and then I had to chime in halfway through that sentence, and then I lost it. Sorry.
For all public projects in the city of Denver, 1% of the budget for each project has to be allocated toward public art to be put on display there. So for every project in Denver that's built, there has to be art.
Yeah.
So because of this, there's a lot of great artwork in DIA, but some of the art there plays right into the hands of conspiracy theories.
Yes, it do.
There are 2 massive murals by Leo Tanguma, which have been theorized to foretell the actual purpose of the airport through messages hidden in the artwork. Just taking an initial look at Tanguma's work, titled Children of the World Dream of Peace and In Peace and Harmony with Nature, they show the darker sides that DIA has been theorized to be. Themes of death, genocide, and an apocalyptic single governmental world are seen clearly in the murals, despite the uplifting meanings that Tanguma says the messages are.
That's fair. I mean, they are very, I would say, like, they're graphic, but they're very uncensored, unfiltered ways of telling, like giving his message. So you can spin them to say, this is what I'm trying to say. But by looking at it, you're like, that's a very unapologetic way of saying.
Super explicit.
That. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe we need a little more of that. Let's get some very explicit art out all over the world. Maybe people will start listening. Or just drawing up conspiracy theories, obviously.
Right, exactly.
No one will listen.
So apparently, even if people are listening, you're just going to tell them that they're wrong. So
shocking.
The meaning of Tanguma's murals is frequently divorced from the context of their creation, which tells a hopeful story of peace and environmental stewardship following the times of war and pollution. Conspiracy theorists focus only on the grim imagery, but not the rainbow-laden resolution.
Yeah, that's fair.
Basically what you just said.
Yeah. But I mean, it's also just like, some people take it way too seriously, but like, it is fun to just focus on, because there's so much of like the darkness in the imagery.
Yeah.
And there is little light in there to, I mean, give that message, but
yeah,
no one's going to focus on that.
Why would they? Okay, so this is some underground tunnelage.
Underground tunnelage?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a tunnel. Underground.
Underground bunkers and aliens is the next section. This is section 6, so we're getting to the end here. So many believe that the building itself is a gathering place for governmental officials and the global elite in case of a nuclear Armageddon, widespread biological warfare, or, well, any cataclysmic reckoning, possibly aliens.
Cataclysmic?
Yep.
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 Possibly aliens.
So,
as if the aliens don't, like, wouldn't be able to just, like, that's where they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I love that they're just like, if aliens came, go here.
Or just hide.
Just hide here.
I mean, a lot of people are going to hide out in Colorado for some God knows reason during the apocalypse or anything that's scary.
I mean, there's a lot of open land. I
Yes.
think. Mountains, good places to bunker down. And obviously you want to be closest to
Literally.
you want to be close to the high ranking officials, the elites, because they're going to try to protect that area. So you want to be close to that.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Rumors surrounding the apocalypse are probably some of the biggest conspiracy theories about the airport. Yes, there are underground tunnels in the airport, including a train that runs between concourses and a defunct automated baggage system. But the true nature of the tunnels is believed to be more nefarious. According to the DIA website, some have theorized that the tunnels also contain underground bunkers, possibly built by lizard people or aliens, that will serve as a safe place for the world's elite during the apocalypse.
Wait, are lizard people really considered different than aliens?
Yes.
You're not going to go into that. I
Nope.
can't imagine.
Aren't these people from Earth, like underground? So they wouldn't be aliens, technically, right?
Are lizard people from Earth?
Think so.
That doesn't sound true.
I don't think it's true at all, so...
I mean, I don't think that's where... I don't know. I'll look into it. That'll be my fun tidbit at the end. I'll look into where the origins of lizard people.
Here's a picture, right?
I thought they were aliens. Are they not? We're Googling this right now. Bear with us.
Reptilian aliens.
Yeah, they're aliens.
What? I always thought they
They're
were
a
just
species
underground.
of aliens.
I just thought they were always underground, controlling the world.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they're in Denver. But they're not from underground. They live underground in Denver now.
So other theories say that the tunnels directly lead to the North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, which is located only about 100 miles south of the airport in Colorado Springs. However, it seems like an expensive model of travel. So, not to mention that the new DIA has only been open for about 25 years, and it could possibly take decades to construct a tunnel of that length, according to the Denver Post.
Yeah, but not if you had alien technology.
It's true. Right.
Pyramids.
Lizards. Many parts of the building underground are off limits, which is like big red flag instantly. But it's because they're either safe or there are security reasons, which it's like if you're going to say that there are security reasons, it's because you're hiding fucking shit down there or yeah.
You gotta be.
No matter what, there's always something that's not made available to the public. This fact feeds the fire of the underground tunnel conspiracy. Quote, the airlines lease space from us so that they have a lot of office space, workspace down in the tunnels. That is their space, not ours. They pay for it, said Montgomery. So effectively, the airlines own the space underneath the airport so that they can work down there? Question mark?
Sounds sus.
When asked by Colin St. John of Thrillist, Curtis Fentress, the CEO and principal in charge of design at Fentress Architects, the architect company that designed DIA itself, when he was asked if there are any underground tunnels or secret bomb shelters, he replied with an astonishing, well, I can't really speak to it. I'm sworn to secrecy.
I like that.
During this interview, he also hinted that there could be more answers, but that we might have to wait until 2094. Quote, there's a time
when the time capsule comes out.
There with a lot of interesting things in it, he said. Some plans, drawings from the airport. Yeah. All right, and our last one.
Wait.
Our last one is called Oh and Also. So, this is a picture of one of the advertisements that Denver International Airport itself has posted around the airport. So it says, yes, Den's got some secrets. Since the airport's opening in 1995, there have been endless rumors and theories. People say that our underground tunnels lead to secret meeting facilities for the world's elite. Our Blue Horse is thought to have been cursed. Some believe we are connected to the New World Order, the Freemasons, and are home to lizard people. Learn the truth at denfiles.com. So, apparently there's evidence of aliens that are thought to be underground in the tunnels.
Yeah.
That's our last section. That's the entire
section?
Yep.
Sick.
Yeah. So I do have a couple closing statements here. DIA's website says Are we expanding the bunkers, revamping the lizard's lair, giving the gargoyles a much-needed makeover? Not exactly. But if that's what you want to believe, we're not going to hinder your imagination, so dream on, travelers, dream on.
I like it.
And that, gentlemen, ends our Conspiracy Theories of Denver International Airport's episode.
Amazing.
Or I guess research, not the episode, but you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super fun.
It was really fun.
I was seriously like so scared about not getting this research done, and we had to film early this week, so I had to do it like ahead of schedule and everything, and so much going on. And then he was like, just do that. And I was like, fuck. So it was like really late at night, and I just pulled up a bunch of links for it, and it was like, this might actually be super easy. So the next morning I woke up super early and did it in like 3 hours, and I was so excited about it. So
yeah, it was great.
Usually my research takes me about like 6 to 9 hours. I think I might have already said that, but yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not enough aliens.
More aliens?
I need more aliens.
Okay.
Next week, come back with more aliens.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Well, that's all I got.
You ready to go?
I am. After a wee break.
Oh, do you not have a fun fact?
Yeah, I do. After a wee break.
Oh.
No, I think, are you ready to go? Like, are you ready to start your fun fact?
No.
Yes, I am. I'm not ready to go. I'm ready to
go. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go wee and then come back and then
Wee!
Welcome back. And that's it. That's all I got. Welcome back. I like the little song we did at the beginning of the last.
Welcome back to our fun facts. Something else. I don't know how to rhyme, but I do it all the time. Ooh, damn. Ooh, that was hot.
Nice. That's pretty good. All right.
Okay.
So now we're going to dive into a little fun tidbit.
Fun tidbit.
Yes, one of them's. And we're gonna just go in. Oh, sorry. These browsers these days, you know. I'm 30, so I gotta talk about the internet like I'm 1,000.
I don't always use the internet, but when I do, I browse.
Nice.
You.
Did you just make that up?
No,
I didn't think so.
No, but the delivery had to have been there for that to have been good. So
that was good. That was good. So this week we're gonna dive into the mystery of why do seashells sound like the ocean?
Sell the seashore?
Why do seashells sell the seashore? They don't own it.
They sell it. That's how you say sell.
I was gonna say something, but then it sounded real bad. Just in a different. What are you doing?
I'm not.
You beeping?
I don't know. Okay,
you beep
I
booping?
crushed it.
You
Beep
beep booping? You beep boop bopping over there?
I'm talking to my watch.
I'm
a wobot.
A wobot? A Juneau wobot?
Juneau wobot.
Nice.
In case you don't know,
no one's gonna get that.
All my socials are Juneau Wo.
It's like no one's gonna get that.
Juneau Wobot.
Juneau wobot. Okay. So, Junie, what's your guess on why seashells sound like the ocean?
I said this in the last one, but I think that it's because like external noise. Okay, because seashells are pretty thin, external noise vibrates the shell and reverberates inside the shell because it's like a conch shape. The same way that sound reaches your ears because you have the conch shape to them. I think that that's like that has something to do with why.
What do you think, Sergio?
I think because every seashell holds a little bit of ocean in its heart. Who's right?
Sergio is absolutely 100% correct. That's it.
Wait, do you know the answer right now?
Yes, I knew the answer.
Okay.
I mean, I know the answer, but I'm gonna go through this. I mean, it's not a lot of. I just want to I don't want to say anything incorrect. Don't mind the ads on my screen right now.
I should just start bringing up all of my articles and just reading them word for word. I just don't want to say anything incorrect.
You don't, though. You just miss things.
Apparently I don't. I've gotten told by no one that I miss things.
Oh, someone commented on our YouTube on the Jeffrey Dahmer one that he definitely eats people.
Yeah.
Or he definitely ate people. I think it's like his last. I googled it. It's like his last like 15 victims or something. Like he definitely like
His last 15, he only killed 17 people.
Oh, then maybe that wasn't a. But it's like his last. He said like it was like the tail end of like where he started like eating all of them. Not like all of them, but he started like eating parts of all of his victims. Of
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, doesn't matter. I'll usually write notes, but this is easier.
Sure. Go ahead.
Anyway, it is everyone's, you grow up thinking it's the sound of the ocean, which would be very beautiful to think that, it's carrying the ocean sound in its heart.
It's not. It's a teeny tiny portal to hell.
It's a teeny tiny portal to hell that so when you put your ear up to your part of your soul just starts like a dementor sucking your soul out. It just starts coming out. So like
I was thinking it was just like really, really small, like
got it.
But it ends up translating into like an ocean noise. It's just like a bunch of those, so it's just like when you mistake that for the sound of the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, sound of the ocean is the sound of all those souls lost at sea, crying out to you. Did you not know that? That was in the last episode. Right?
This is way more horrifying than the actual fact. No, the actual fact of it is that it's the sound of air. It is not external sound because the shell has very hard surfaces, which, like you were saying, they have thin surfaces, but they're also actually very, very hard, and air gets trapped into them. So any air that enters just sort of bounces around inside the shell, and that makes a sound, which is weird to think about, that air just moving from one, like just bouncing around makes a sound.
Wind makes a sound.
Well, yeah, but yeah, it does, kind of.
Oh, it does.
Well, I mean, I know it does, but like wind itself doesn't make a sound. It makes it like,
exactly.
Anyway, it's weird to think about, like, not a sound, like you were saying, like a sound hits the shell and reverberates. Like wind doesn't make a sound. Wind makes like it hits something else, and that's what's making that sound.
Right, which is exactly what's happening within the shell.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying it's not sound reverberating like from, it's not like a noise and that sound hits the shell and reverberates. It's wind hitting the end, like hitting the walls, and the walls are making the sound because something's hitting it, and it just reverberates through that. So it's not exact,
Well, I'm not trying to say that I was right. I'm just saying I don't think it's weird to think that
just that you were wrong.
Wind makes a
I'm
sound.
not saying I was right. Wind makes other things make sound,
which is exactly what happens in a show. So I don't think that's weird.
What I.
Speaking of nothing, Gigi said both of y'all were stupid, and that it was implicit.
No, she didn't.
The do re mi fa sol
No, she
la ti
didn't,
do
and
shit
no, it
was-
wasn't. She did not say we were stupid.
She said y'all were dumb as fuck.
It was not. Where you never said anything about. Or the listeners have no idea what we're talking about right now because we're not actually giving a reference. You just said it.
Yes, they do, because they listen to all of our episodes religiously, and they know that we were.
Even if they did, they would not know exactly what we're talking about, because you never mentioned Heaven's Gate or the names of the people we're talking about.
Oh,
We're just arguing about a reference outside of what they know.
Yeah, no, she said that she knew exactly what I was talking about when I said that their names were T and Doe in the Heaven's Gate episode, because they were fans of musical theater. And then Sergio and Ethan were both like, what does that mean? And I had to explain it, but she said that she also thought that it was implicit.
Yeah, but she's also an asshole. So, we're not dumb. It's rude.
She didn't say you were dumb.
She did say we were dumb.
Did
she didn't say we were stupid. She said we're dumb.
Oh.
But that's okay. We are dumb.
They go dum-dums.
That's why we have a podcast where we learn stuff. Okay. Well, actually, the sound that a shell makes is dependent on the size of the shell.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it all makes sense. What?
Because you're selling seashells by the seashore.
Nice.
Thank you.
I don't know if the mic picked up the dollars and cents part because you were far away and you whispered it, but
Also, sand dollars.
sand dollars. Sand dollars. So anyway,
Cents and dollars.
bigger shells have lower pitch sounds because the time it takes like to bounce back and forth.
So do bigger saxophones.
It's like I'm trying to tell
Bigger
them something, and they're just like,
seashells
yeah,
have-
of course, because of this. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain something. You're just like, yeah, give me something I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. I got nothing else.
That was really good. Thank you. I learned a lot.
I didn't enjoy that segment at all.
I'm sorry.
I thought they had hearts. I guess I was wrong.
I mean, in our hearts, meaning mine and Sergio's,
Oh, I don't
Hearts.
have one of those.
you do. It's just cold.
And dead.
Nope, it's not dead.
It's dead.
Just cold blood runs through it.
Throw Finn in this room. Throw your little puppy and we'll and say you don't
And
have
you
a
turn
heart.
into the Grinch when his heart grows a couple sizes and it freaks out. But anyway, in our hearts, we know that seashells have the ocean in their hearts. They have their mother in their hearts, just
Mother Ocean.
always aching to go back home. And that, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. And that's the episode. Again, if Junie missed anything,
I didn't say that at the top.
I know you didn't.
You said again.
What? Again, because we say it every episode.
But I didn't say this episode.
We say it every episode.
Not this one.
Well, that's what I'm saying it now. So again, if Junie missed anything, or if apparently everyone knows everything that I was going to say. So, if there is anything that we got wrong or missed throughout this episode, or you just want to say hi, you can email us at hello@mntpodcast.com.
Or if you have your own conspiracy theories about DIA.
Yeah, if you're from Denver and you have Denver, if you're from Colorado, just send us a big fuck you. Maybe in the comments. Put those fingers down. There it is. There it is. All right. I guess we'll see you next week. Hope you enjoy this.
This.
Bears. I hope you enjoy this.
That's going to be the soundbite at the end of every episode now.
See you later.
Also, like, rate, subscribe, watch us on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube but want to just listen to us on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever find you your podcasts. If you are listening on any of those podcast sources, feel free to watch us on YouTube if you want to see any of the pictures that we said throughout this episode. Any of the pictures that we referenced throughout this episode, they're going to be on your YouTube. Also, if you just want to see more of us, you can go to mntpodcast.com and learn more about us, see our faces, get our contact information, stalk us on Instagram and Twitter at Misfits and Tidbits, and we will see you next week.
Have you ever thought about doing auctions?
Yes.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Catch new episodes of Misfits and Tidbits every Monday.
Me.